So when people ask me what's the hardest thing about being an MGL or about being a religious sister, I often come back to the 3 vows that we take. So we take these vows and they're the most beautiful part of our life, our vows of poverty and chastity and obedience. They're the big yes that we say to Jesus. But I think that at any time when we're struggling, it's often because of one or more of these vows. It's because the vow of poverty can have a real pinch to it. We can look at other people's lives and see what they have and we can yearn for that. Or we can see that we're missing out on something or feel like we're missing out on something because we're not able to spend money the same way as other people, or we might not have the funds to do the things that we would really like to do. At other times, we can find ourselves struggling with the vow of chastity as well. That just because we're called to religious life doesn't mean that we don't still have all of our normal biology and the attractions to the opposite sex. That, you know, even yearning for a baby or family life can be part of our story as well at different times. And so I think that at times that's a real sacrifice, and that the vow that we've made for that is a big yes to Jesus, and it's saying no and giving up on a whole part of our sexuality that a lot of other people around us are living out. So sometimes that can be difficult as well. Or the vow of obedience. Sometimes we just want to be independent. We want to do our own thing and maybe not have to check with somebody else or fit in with whatever the other sisters are doing. And so I think that can sometimes be a source of where there's a sacrifice to be made, and a bit of a source of suffering or a source of self-denial in a way, that we're called to a self-denial through the vows that we take. So I think that if you had to ask me what's the hardest part of being an MGL, I think it's being able to commit to those vows, kind of in the good times and in the bad times when they're wonderful, but also when they're hard and when we feel the pinch of our vows of poverty and chastity and obedience.